New day, new me. New year, new me. Hey, my Minecrafters, let's keep on building. That's my new thing. I say that now, even though this channel has literally nothing to do with Minecraft. That's still my thing. So shoutouts to my Minecrafters, and shoutouts to building cool stuff, and shoutouts to my modding community. That people mod, and that's so cool of you. Let's talk girls. Let me actually, you know what? This is gonna be the craziest one, right? So I'm kind of like, I don't know, wasted, kind of white girl wasted right now. One second. Don't I literally don't edit any videos. I never pause anything. And what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be the first one where I lay down and I speak. This is actually insane. I'm putting the blankets on it right now. This is the final nail in the coffin of me laying down and going to bed. This is fucking nuts. I'm a madman. I'm out of my fucking mind. Alright, let's talk girls. I prefer girls um with bigger tits because they're more like those are definitely the trophy girlfriends. So if you have a good looking face when you're flat, kind of just eh. If you have a girlfriend who has a good face and she has big tits, you're a god. Everyone everyone thinks in the world that you're a fucking god. That's how that works. If they have a big ass, they just think, "Dang, that's cool." But yeah, big tits, you're god. It's just how it works. I mean, maybe like during like sex or something. Yeah, big ass is usually better. But um, everything else, man. If you want a high social status, to find a tit or a bitch with big big old big old tutus. You know what I'm saying? Okay, no more coughing. The coughing is out the window. I quit. I quit coughing. I quit it for good. No more coughing. Um, Earlier I was thinking about the first days I was skateboarding, and oh man, I would have my Walmart skateboard. Um, it was the Flaming Aces board. It would just have a bunch of aces on the bottom and they're flaming. Sick. The trucks were literally plastic. I had plastic trucks. That is beyond just rideable. It had crazy pop though. I guess because of the wood that they used was so cheap and shitty that it just gave it so much pop. I don't know why, but I ollie so high in that fucking thing, and I couldn't ride down a hill. The bearings were so bad you couldn't ride down a hill. Gravity just isn't strong enough, right? And then I finally got a real board. I had a Bones Brigade board, and I don't know, man. Skating. Well, okay. That was my first real board. That's what I really meant. I had boards after that. I had a Target board after that. It was some Tony Hawk Target board or something like that. And it was a little better. The trucks were made of metal, right? The board was a little more sturdy. And this was a $30-$40 board. And the wheels, I actually broke them. I cracked the wheels open. And I needed to replace them with real wheels and real bearings. Um, I loved the struggle early on. And then I had a real board. That was the Bones Brigade board. Because I'm cool. I like the cool brands, alright? And it wasn't like an old school styled board. It was new style, you know. It was a normal looking skateboard. It was a little skinny, but it was still a normal skateboard. And it was a hand me down actually, because my dad used to skateboard. And And I went hard. That's when I started to learn how to do tricks. I went beyond the alley, and there were these spines at the park. I would ride. And I got genuinely good at at the spines. I would like nollie shove the blunt transfer, um nollie shove the blunt, and then I would hippie jump or sex change. And I would it would still be a transfer, but I'd be doing like a nose stall. I don't know. It was just so confusing. Um, what I wanted to do was I never got to do this. I never got that good, right? I wanted to 180 off of the spine, so I'd land on the other side, but I wanted to do a nose blunt. It would be 180 to nose blunt transfer. That's what I really wanted to do. And I could never land it. It was so awkward for me. And it is a hard trick. I mean, there's a reason why I couldn't do it. It's hard as shit. Um, and then there's some kid there. His name was like Ruben or something. He's a little older than me, a couple years, I think. He'd go to the skate park and he'd do like tray flip transfers. Just air it. I'm like, what? Whatever. We can't be all as lucky as you, bud. Chill. Alright? There's even some kid I grew up with, and he ended up becoming a professional skateboarder, or at least semi-professional. He's getting paid to skate. I think he still is. I think his name was maybe Cody or something. I don't remember, but yeah, he's big. He's big shit now. What about me? What happened to me skating, huh? Why my pop shove-its weren't good enough for you? Fucking Thrasher magazine? You couldn't handle that? Who cares if I couldn't go downstairs? And that's literally okay. The one thing I have that's the problem with skateboarding magazines is that half of the shots that they do are people off stairs. Like, come on, where's your variety? Whoever's filming, do something else. Why is it always a guy ollieing or kick flipping or doing some flip off of stairs? Stairs are great and all, but that gets so tiring after a while. Like, come on, I want to see something else. I want to see I want to see a railing. I love rails. I think grinding is so cool. Whatever happened to that? A skater boy. That's who I is. I used to be so into skateboarding. The skateboarding used to be my whole life. Wake up, I would call my friend, Frank, and I'd be like, hey, Frank, you want to go to the skate park? And that's it. That'd be my whole life. And then we'd go to the skate park. Even when it was raining, I would still want to skate. I was insane. I was like addicted to skateboarding. Um, that would just be my whole life. I would get home from even so my school was right next to the skate park in middle school, and I wouldn't even take the since I lived somewhat close to the school, I wouldn't even take the bus anymore. I'd literally just skate after school every day. I thought it was so cool. And it gave me gave me reason to use my locker. People would carry their books around everywhere, and it was kind of frowned upon in my school to wear your backpack around. I'm not sure why. I'd be one of the few kids that would carry his backpack around and just have all his books in it. I'm not too sure why carrying your backpack around was frowned upon in middle school, but it was overly convenient. So I didn't understand. I didn't get it. I didn't understand the point of a backpack. So it was only there to carry my homework home. I didn't even do homework in middle school. I was too cool for that shit. Half the time during warmer days, especially after sixth grade, so seventh and eighth grade, I literally only went to school to go to the skate park after school. That was it. Other than that, It was just nap time for me. Gym would be fun. That's it. I mean, there was like seventh or eighth grade. I don't remember what it was. I even stopped wearing my uniform. I didn't feel like changing. And then sometimes my teacher would say like, "Oh, hey, you don't have your uniform, so you can't participate." I don't give a fuck. It's time for me to sit back and relax. I literally just lay on the ground with my eyes closed. Man, I miss the old me. The old me was so fucking cool. I mean, I'm still like I don't give a fuck when I'm in public and I say whatever I want and do whatever I want. But I actually used to be such an like a stupid asshole. And I miss that. I miss being I'm still young enough to be a stupid asshole. I think I might go back to that style of living when I'm out somewhere in public. Why don't I just be a fucking fool? Why don't I just be stupid? I mean, just why not? I'm like that on the internet all the time. Now I'm like, now I care about things and understand the value of things. Like, come on. I still say things that I can't even say on YouTube in public out loud. But I just don't do things anymore. I used to just climb on random shit and then just yell random shit on the top of my lungs. Just for like a bunch of people to hear me. Whatever happened to me, man? I dropped off. When I was like 13 to 15 or 16, I was cool. Now I'm lame. I'm old. I'm an old man. I think it's time to change. I think it's time to. I think it's time to grasp back at my youth and to revitalize it. Um, Time to dig it up. I'm tired of being the old man Bednar. Old man Bednar needs to fucking kill himself. I want. I don't want old man. I want old school. I want old school Bednar. Whatever happened to him? I need to start thrashing shit up. I've been listening to like music like that too, so maybe that's why I've been thinking about it. Music that I listen to, like I know, like the last two videos have been me talking about music with another Joey, but it's like whenever I do listen to a certain genre of music, it just kind of changed who I am at the time. Music is a very powerful thing. It's very, it's not underutilized. It's very overutilized by businesses, right? Because they have they own all the pop music and shit. Um, and they kind of control a lot of things about that. One, fuck them. Two, music is powerful. I think I just heard somebody in my. Is somebody already awake? I think somebody's already awake in my house, and it's 2 a.m. See, I live with somebody. We'll call him uh Jamie. The Jamie, very old. I live with him, right? He's kind of my grandpa technically. Um, he's more of a step grandpa, and I don't know. He takes naps all day, and he only stays in bed for a couple hours, and he goes to bed at like 11, and then he wakes up at like I don't know, two like around, sometimes it's around this time. He only stays in bed for like 2 3 hours. It's fucked up. Usually he gets up at 3:30 or 4, right? Or unless he's not feeling good, and then he actually sleeps until like 5 or 6. Um, I don't know. It just he takes too many naps during the day, and he's too like out of shape. To stay awake. Um, so I don't know. He used to be so skinny too, and then he got fat out of nowhere. Apparently, because my grandma knew him for 40 years, and the whole entire time she knew James, Jamie, whatever you want to call him. Um, he was super skinny. He was a cop, and then he got fat out of nowhere. He was skinny his whole life, and then over 60 years down the line, maybe I guess 70 years down the, we'll say 70. Got fat. Isn't that, it's so weird to me. Like I don't know, like all his clothes fit him for so long, and then all of a sudden he gets fat, and his stomach gets huge, and now there's a lot of clothes that he can't fit into anymore. Um, I mean, there's a lot of clothes he asked me if I wanted, but I'm just short for him. He's a little taller than me, so I can't take any of them. Um, and he has. I told you I'm not gonna get into it, but all I'm gonna tell you is that he has a lot of clothes, and it pisses me off. I'm not gonna tell you why it pisses me off. It pisses me off a lot. It's not cool, right? You understood the dynamic that I live in right now. Right? I'm 21, and there's some real fucking lame shit that's going on in here. I'm about to I don't know if I could say that, but get a gun and then do things that people usually do with guns. Um, and jeez, pissed. I'm getting pissed just talking about it. I mean, come on. How long has it been? I haven't been looking at the screen. I actually have been laying down. 17 minutes. Fuck. Well, I'm out of material. I I can't end it here though, because I've set a precedent for myself that all the episodes should be 30 minutes long. Mm. I've been thinking a lot about doing sketches, which would require me to edit videos and things like that. Because I have a lot of good ideas. I've been writing a lot of them down. Um, but right now I have a shitty camera, and none of it just wouldn't work out. Let me think. I cough a lot when I'm drunk. I don't know why. Like it just starts coming out. Uh, Drinking a lot of rum. I got drunk, by the way. I was just the captain. Captain treats you right. It goes down nice. It smells like garbage, and you need a chaser. Well, at least I do, cause I don't drink that much. So I'm not used to it yet. But the captain treats you right. Love Captain Morgan. You do have to drink a lot to get drunk, but God bless him. And the drunk is starting to wear off on me, so I am starting to become a lot sober. That's why I'm able to speak correctly this whole entire time. I don't. I haven't really. I don't know. I haven't really slurred my words yet, and I think I'm speaking very clearly. Because, okay, here's a real talk here. Whenever I am like trying to sleep, I do like speak out loud to myself like this. I'm literally just doing the same thing I usually do. I just have a microphone in front of me, and I just talk to myself. Except now I know that it's gonna be published to the internet. So I kind of do just ramble on about random shit. Usually, what I do is that I create some sort of situation in my head, and I fulfill a conversation, and I fulfill it by speaking on both parts, and sometimes I redo a certain part over and over again, and I try to figure out the way I would word it perfectly. where it's almost like a hypothetical situation for me, to where let's say I'm in an argument or something, and I say something, I'm able to go back in time. I'm able to say something again, or I'm able to say it differently. Um, I do that a lot. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't get into many confrontations. Everyone just kind of. Man, I hate saying this. I'm definitely not the type of person to be cocky, because I think cocky people are so fucking annoying. But, people genuinely don't really argue with me. They feel like they just enjoy what I say. So, saying that, like, I want other people to tell me that I'm charismatic. Sitting here and telling myself that I'm charismatic to other people, like I am in this context, I guess, is so lame. Like, bragging about anything by yourself, like, oh, I'm so good at this. You're automatically lame. Just tell people you do something. Like, oh, I'm so good at chess. I'm amazing at chess. You should watch me play. I'm so good. The best. No, no, no. You don't say that to people. You say, I play chess. You should watch me sometime. I spent a lot of time and I try really hard. That's what I do. That's what I say. Right? And I try to do that. And, because I hate cocky people. I don't want to be a cocky person. Because they just come off as so fucking annoying to me. At least to me. They're one of the most annoying, obnoxious people in the fucking world. Fuck cocky people. So stupid. Like, if you're so good at it, other people would tell you that you're good. Alright? Not you. You're your own biggest fan. You should fucking kill yourself. Just end it. Jesus Christ. How lame could you possibly be, you goddamn lame? I don't know why I'm getting so angry about that. Let's get back to the sketches. I want to talk about the sketches. I think we should sit down and think of a good sketch right now. Or what I possibly do somehow, in some context, in some format, somewhere, at some time. Years ago, I thought of a skit. I forgot what it was. It was something to do with a couple at Subway. And you know how you see couples making out or something, and you think it's gross? There's this couple, and they sit across from each other, and they're holding hands. There's some guy that walks up to them and complains about, like, hey, get a room or something. And then that guy's still sitting there, and he's eating his sandwich. And the couple kind of just, like, just says, like, kind of fuck off, you know, in their own way. Kind of in, like, a passive-aggressive way. So the guy goes back to his table, and he's still staring at him sitting there. And the couple starts doing more and more gross shit over time. Like, they start making out, and they start, like, one guy's, like, chewing his food, and she's chewing his food, kind of spitting the food in each other's mouth and shit like that. And they just do this, like, you know, and it gets worse and worse over time. That was something I thought of. And the ending, there really is no ending, right? That's why I thought it would be a bad idea, because it would just get gross. There's no finishing. It's no finishing line. It kind of ends like that. Um, I have a couple written down in a notepad. I don't remember. It's kind of pissing me off that I don't remember. I told everyone I went to bed, and I really was gonna go to bed, but I don't know. I felt like I'm still kind of under the influence. That's when I'm so good at rambling. I'm amazing at rambling when I'm drunk. I'm so good at it. There's only one episode I did that it wasn't under the influence with these. I think it was Manotalk number 3. I think number 3 I wasn't under the influence. And I think I stated in that one that I had to redo the third one so many times. First time because my computer crashed, and that was gonna be the first one where I actually had like gameplay of something. I mean, crazy. That's revolutionary. And then the other one was, I don't know, boring, sober. I was I was pausing so much when I talked. I literally had nothing to talk about, and it was horseshit. You're wondering where that episode is now? It's in my recycling bin, and it's never going out. I will delete that bad. So boring. Not worth posting. I'm surprised I got past 10 minutes. Uh, I think I'm gonna start doing my own stand-up routine. And crowd. I mean, I wish I had stuffed animals because that'd be my crowd, and so cheesy and so lame. Be funny. And my stand-up itself would be cheesy and so lame that it'd be funny. Um, I don't know. Stand-up is something I feel like I should practice. I'm good with delivery. I'm definitely um I don't know. I feel like the genre right now where my delivery is good, but I'm not doing stand up, so why does it matter? I don't want to be the genre anymore. I want to be goddamn Pizza Hut. Full on, that's authentic delivery pizza. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm out there. I'm a soldier in the battlefield of comedy. I want to be that. I want scars. I want people to shit on me till I get better. I have it in me. Just that's one. First of all, I don't have any material for stand up. I feel like the way I write jokes, not really stand up material. But I could challenge myself and try to create a whole script, whole routine. I think they call it a routine, and just sit here and try to do it over and over again. And I guess maybe go somewhere where they do stand up just to try it out. It'd be kind of edgy. I think that's what the kids call me on the internet. So yeah, it would be really edgy, but I don't know. Who cares? Sometimes I mean there's people that are so edgy out there. I was watching a Norm Macdonald podcast where, he's actually out there behind a desk and I just literally just sit here at a chair or I lay down. If you couldn't tell, my production value is insane. Alright? I have the cheapest fucking desk that just it it bends in the middle, not because of weight. It's just so shitty that it's like warped. Like the wood's warped and it bends in the middle. So nothing I have on it is straight per se. Everything kind of bends a little bit. Um, and fuck, I got like what? I have a snowball mic, so it's like what, $50? I think. I don't have a what are they called? The little thing you put over the mic. So, so there's no popping or anything. Filter, sound filter. I don't know. I don't have one of those. If you couldn't tell, I definitely don't have one of those. And I've been waiting just to have a good mic for a long time. This one doesn't really produce any background noise or anything, and the sensitivity is tuned very nicely. If you're looking for a good mic, I think this brand is Blue Yeti, right? They make the snowball mics. Um, get on them. Get on them. Actually, for Christmas, my grandma got me. Because I asked for um like an actual like good headphones. And she got me these wireless headphones that were so bad. She actually got me the worst headphones. She paid good money for them too, but she got scammed with the whole wireless thing. So really, I got $10 headphones, and never again. They were Sennheisers, Apparently, cheap Sennheisers are horseshit. Don't get them. Now I have a nice pair of Sennheisers. They're about $100. Um, they make me feel like a goddamn man. I love them. Have I been playing music this whole time? Okay. For some reason, oh shit, it's 30 minutes. I have to end this soon. I don't have the headset on. I'm laying down. I'm legit laying down, rambling on. Um, I'm genuinely surprised that my friends, which are the only people who listen to these, you, surprised that you guys listen to these things like full on, like all the way through. That's insane. I don't know why. I feel like they're so fucking boring. I can't even listen to them. I think I'm cool. So I don't know. But it has been 30 minutes, so I'm gonna end this one. Um, this one, the one after this, Manotalk 7, is gonna take a little bit. I think it's gonna take a day or two. So sorry for the wait, but you get 2 videos posted the day before this one. Get the Manotalk 5 and 5.1. That's good. Um, I'm gonna make another movie trailer. I'm gonna make sure I do that. The movie trailer was so funny to make for me, and I might make another top 10. Top 10. I don't know. I don't know about vaginas in gaming, but it's gonna be top 10 something. I'm gonna pick another random 10 pictures from my computer. Top 10. Top 10. I don't think it's gonna be gaming, even though sooner or later this channel is gonna be revolved around gaming. Speaking of gaming, I might start posting Roller Coaster Tycoon videos. But the problem with them is that game is paced in a weird way where there are times where nothing's happening and I'm just watching. Um I might have a podcast where I just have a park in the background, maybe even the menu in the background, because the menu's mesmerizing, right? And it'll just be muted. It'll still just be me talking, and it'll just have Roller Coaster Tycoon in the background. So I don't know. That might be a thing, or I might like create a custom park and just talk while I'm doing it. Um, who knows what's gonna happen? Because obviously podcasts are just for listening to, right? This one's gonna go over 30 minutes. Actually, I'm not gonna end this one right now. Podcasts are just for listening to, right? And I'm taking that to the core, and I'm not adding anything. I literally wrote out Manotalk in Paint. It took me about 5 seconds, and then I put in OBS the number is text. And I just changed the text from like 5 to 6 or whatever, and then I start recording. Literally it. I do that all from the preview. Change the number. That's it. I don't edit anything. I don't do anything. And so far, the people I've talked to, the 2 friends, um, no hard R's, nothing. Everything's been really nice and clean. I say retard, I say gay, but I don't say F word, the one that means gay, and that means the exact same thing, but I can't say it. I'm gonna stay away from that, and I'm gonna stay away from obviously the N word. Even though the N word is saying the N word, it means the same exact thing. Has that you think racists go around and go, "You dumb N word"? You think they say that? They censor themselves somewhat, because it means the same exact thing. there is actually no difference. So why I don't know why I'm allowed to say the N word. I have no idea why I'm allowed to say that. I don't well I don't know why I'm allowed to say that relative to not being able to say the actual word. Um, Obviously I should be able to say both without any problem. Fuck people telling you what you can and can't say. You can say whatever you want. It's called freedom of speech, and it's something that's being taken from us every day. Look into it. Um, that's not. I mean, if you say things about a crime that you've done, and they find out you have done the crime, and they look into it because you said it, yeah, you should go to jail. Even though it's based on something that you said, and we have freedom of speech. Um, you still did a crime beyond what you said, and you're getting in trouble for that, not what you said. So in that context, I guess that that has nothing to do. Just you get to say whatever you want. It's just there's so many people out there telling us what we can and can't say and what we can and can't do, microaggressions and safe spaces. The problem with those people is that they've never left their house and they've never actually talked to anyone because they're complete fucking losers. When you're not a loser and you actually know how to speak to people and you don't have autism and you can pick up on social cues, um, you realize context is a huge deal, and if you don't understand context most of the time, you probably do have autism because that's a symptom of autism, right? I'm not trying to use that as an insult. I'm saying that you literally have autism. You can't pick up on social cues, which part of, a lot of that's context. Um, you're just not all there. That's all. And then you cry, and then your feelings get like super insane, and you start crying, and you start getting these panic attacks, and your hair looks stupid. What the fuck's wrong with you? You look like you're in a goddamn circus. All right. Yeah, you have mental issues. All right. You belong in a circus. You want to act crazy like that. You want to be in public, and you don't want any help. How can you say you don't want any help, and you don't think you need any help, even though you're acting insane? You look like a you need help. All right. People who shave the sides of their hair, dye it green, and then go out and boycott something and say it's in the name of anti-fascism. You need help. If you try to identify as some gender that doesn't exist because you feel like you should identify as something else because, well, you can't really end that sentence. There is no reason. You just want to fit in. They found another group of losers to fit in with, right? And that's their excuse for not being accepted. No, it's not because you have some abstract gender. You're just fucking weird and you're just an outcast. You're a guy or a girl, right? I understand gender. People are trying to use it as more of a social construct and it could be whatever you'd like. Okay, which I do agree with. Gender is a social thing. And sex, because there's two different gender and sex, so they have to mean two different things, right? The sex is your biological your biological, sex, right? It's what you're born with. They're male or female. Um, Even crazy people who like the whole gender thing, they say they agree with that. They just say gender is a different thing from sex, and they don't make that clear. They do not make that clear at all. I'll explain to you what they mean. The crazies. Um, some people ask me if I'm a boy or a girl, and I look at them all finicky and go, "What? What do you mean? Huh? Neither." And they go, "No, you must be a boy or a girl." And I go, "Huh? Huh? What? Huh? I'm non-binary." Huh? What? What do you mean? What? That's what they do. They act like they okay, they create this little world where they know everything and you don't. So when you say something, and you don't understand where the crazy is coming from, the crazy people act like you know. And so they're like, wait, what? Wait, you don't know about non binary? Wait, you're not normal? You're not from the circus? You don't. What? And they. No. Stop playing stupid, you fucking assholes. Listen up. I want to put all of you in a goddamn trash can. You're all useless, you're all stupid, and you're all weird. Speaking of that, let's talk about transgenderism. You have a mental illness. Transgenderism obviously isn't a mental illness. Okay? It's a thing. Someone goes from one sex to another, alright? Or at least identifies as such. And they get hormones and things like that to do that. Listen, you're mentally ill and you need help. There's a reason why transgender suicide rates are so fucking high. It's not society treating you like shit. Society treats you like a goddamn king or a queen. Alright? It's not that. It's the fact that you are out of your goddamn mind. And you're gonna kill yourself one day over this. Because you're so obsessed with changing. You feel so uncomfortable in your body. You feel like you need to change. That's not normal. Understand, that's the part that's not right. You don't just, oh, that's fine. I'll just completely ruin my whole life. No, you're gonna go over all these surgeries and you're gonna take all this medication and shit just to change. Let's go to a therapist. Some help. You're not right. Something in your brain that's fucked up. Right? Transgenderism has been going around for a very long time. This isn't a new thing. It's been on for thousands of years. You have to understand there's something wrong with you. Fuck them. Fuck the trannies. Even though some of them are oddly passable. I don't know about that, but some of them are very oddly passable, and they do a very good job. I guess mentally, being that obsessed makes you a little bit of a perfectionist, huh? But still, fuck you. That's what it comes down to. Wow, I'm glad I didn't end this so I could be as hateful as possible. But I love hating things, so I actually enjoyed that little exercise. Um, whether I'm spurting the truth or you think I'm insane, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Fight me? I'll kick your ass. Alright. This is the end. Comment something random. And you gotta like the video too. Those two things are actually kind of cool. Doing YouTube. For me, and only me. Don't like or comment on anything else but my videos. And I'm only gonna warn you in this one. Okay, bye bye.